Alright, this tutorial is going to take you through how to use PowToons. Now I'll tell you, I'm no expert at this yet, but I'm going to show you some things you're going to need in order to complete and use PowToons. So first thing you have to do is you have to go into your apps, and you're going to go into the web store, and you're going to type in PowToons, PowToons. And when it comes up, it's going to look like this, Powtoon EDU. So it'll come up, you click on it, it'll ask you to sign in. So you're going to go up. Now I'm already signed in, but you're going to go to new user, and you'll need to put in your username, and you might just use your username for your school, and password, same one that you use for your school. So I'm gonna click in here. Oops, I'm already logged in, so I'm gonna go to start now. And when you get in here, it takes you to a dashboard. And when you do get in, it gives you all these templates that you can use. Okay, these are some kind of cool ones depending on what you want to do. School, anywhere from school rules to interests and facts. You would be able to use these for other classes. We're just going to use it for an assignment, but it's another way to basically relay information to other people. We're going to use the blank one here. So we're going to just click here. And when you get in here, it shows it in like a little player. We're going to click on edit, and it takes you into the actual program. So it's going to load it. Again, this is online. It's something you can do at home. And when it does load, it takes you to kind of an editing mode. And it looks similar to PowerPoint. There's just a lot more that you can do with it. So when you come over here, you have all of your different slides. If you want to add slides in, you'll see I do the plus and it adds slides in. The cool thing about this is that it already has some preset templates. Okay, so if you click here, it'll put anything that you see on here, okay, in, and then you just basically need to put your information in. So if I chose this one here, it already comes, and you'll see it puts in two words, so you'd have to click on here, and then you would click here to edit, and you could edit it out by saying you could put in your name, except for the assignment. If you look at the assignment here, we're not going to put our name in because it says an introductory slide with the title Digital Citizenship and Online Safety. So I could go in and I could do, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put in digital citizenship. See what that looks like right now. So I click apply, and it's kind of all mangled up. So I'm going to put in, I'm going to click on this one, and I'm actually going to get rid of it. So when you click on this, you'll see that this stands for your text here. This is the amount of seconds the slide's going to be down here, which is 4 seconds. So if I want to make it longer, I just hit the 4. This allows me to go back and see when things are going to come in. So if I go back and I put this at 0 seconds and I hit play, it'll show me digital citizenship, and it goes out. So then it would go to my second slide. So I'm going to click back here. And you can see it comes in at about 1 second. So I can pull that. So if I want to add any type of, you can see that as it enters here, it's gonna, here my enter effect is from the left, and it says I'm not going to use the hand. Now watch what happens when I switch this out and I actually put the hand in. You're going to see what happens, the difference. So you're going to see it brings it in with the hand, okay, which is kind of cool. The hand goes away, and then this will go away at 4 seconds, and my slide is at about 6. So I'm going to change that out, make it 5 seconds. I'll try one more time. Digital citizenship, and it goes away. Okay, and it goes down to my second one. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Now I could continue to add another text on here if I wanted to. So let's say that I wanted to make this 20 seconds. I think that's the max that you can do. 20 seconds. I'm going to go to about 15. And I'm going to put my cursor at about 5 because you see things go out here. So maybe about 6 seconds. And I'm going to add some more text in here. And you'll see that it adds it right where my cursor was. Okay, so this would go from about 5.5 seconds to 14. If I don't want to make it a little bit shorter, I can shorten it up. But if I click here, you can see this is what my first text was going to be, and it's from 1 to 4 seconds. This is what my second text is going to be. And I'm going to write here, I'm going to write on and online safety. Or whatever you'd like to put in for that. Okay, so again, if I click on here, it'll show me that my entrance, maybe I want it from the left again, and I want the hand to pull it in. And maybe this time here, I want it from the right, and I want the hand to pull it out. So let's take a look at what this looks like now. So I'm going to pull this all the way back and replay it. Digital citizenship and online safety. So you can see this isn't quite right, doesn't look quite right. So I'm just going to go back and format this a little bit. Okay, I'm going to click here. You can see it doesn't look right on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to edit. I'm going to make this a little smaller. It's at 140, so maybe I make it at about 84. And let's see if I can bring online and safety up. 78, good. So let's try that. Okay. So I think that's going to make it look a little bit better. So let's try that again. So I'm going to take this back, digital citizenship. And online safety. Okay. So between slides, so that's kind of how you use the text feature. Between slides, I can use a transition. So if I scroll down here, my transitions are here. Okay, and there's a whole bunch of them that you can do, which are pretty cool. I kind of like the squeegee one, so you can see squeegees here. So if I restart it on my first slide, actually let's zip through this a little bit. You're going to see oops, after this is done, and I would probably shorten it up because I don't need it to be that long. But you're going to see squeegee comes down and it takes you to the second slide, which we don't have anything on. Okay. So you should have transitions between. There's a whole bunch of them. Background colors you can have in. So if I went back to my first slide to kind of brighten things up a little bit, I can have background colors. I'm going to look at more. Oops. So if I look at more, you can see what they're at. So you can add color to it. So let's say you'd like something like that. So now you can play it and you can see it adds a little bit of color to it. And then maybe you could do another text box after this that says, so if you had this one to go, maybe it only needs to go till about right there. You take this down and then you could do one more and say created by, so you'd have to go here and then created by, and then you'd put your name in there. Okay, hit apply. And you could work with your cursor just to see. So you see it's going to go out. The other one comes in. That's going to be a little too close. That might be okay. And then maybe with this final one here, I do a pull down. I kind of like that hand. Okay. So slide 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to have to pick. It says your list of the 5 most important online safety issues with a description of what they are, and your list of the 5 most important digital citizenship issues. So you're going to go into this list right here on digital citizenship. Okay, after you've watched our PowerPoint, you're going to go in there. It's going to take you here, and you're just going to list your 5 most important. So here's 20 basic rules for digital citizenship. So you could go through this list here. and you would pick one. Don't get personal. You are bound to come across opinions you disagree with, but don't express your disagreement by attacking the person. Everyone is entitled to their views, so put your opinion across calmly. So you don't have to write that word for word, but what you can do is you can basically put this in your own words. And it says, did you know internet trolls get a kick from personal attacks? Make sure you don't behave like a troll yourself. So people who go throughout the internet and post online just to make fun or attack other people are called trolls, and those are called trolling. So you could put in there, don't get personal, don't basically don't attack the other person, or don't become a troll online. Basically, you're going to put it into your own words. So I would go back to my PowToon, and within here, you're going to maybe from here, this one's kind of neat. Okay, um, you could put this in, and you see that it basically adds this in. This allows you to swap out characters. So if I don't like this character here, I can swap him or her out for another character. So if I scroll up here, this one's kind of nice because it shows animations. So if I want somebody that is talking, presenting, kind of makes sense. So maybe I want this guy to be a little bit smaller, and I can have his thoughts be a little bit bigger. It'll allow me to fit more information within here. And then I can click on, so you see here that you've got your guy, and he's going to be there from 1 second to 4 seconds. So maybe I want this to be a little bit longer. So I want my guy here to show up the entire time from 1 second to 7. I want my little thought box here, text box, to go from 1 to 7 seconds, and my text I'm going to have go from 1 to 6 seconds, 2 to 6 seconds. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to write here, okay, and I'm going to put don't attack other people because you disagree with their opinion. Option, opinion. And if I want, I can center this, which would be kind of nice. And if I want to change the text color, it would be right there. And I'm going to click apply. And you can see that I can also make this a little bit bigger if I wanted to. Don't attack other people because you disagree with their opinion. So then I'm going to see what this looks like. Okay, so as I play this one, you can see comes in, don't attack other people because you disagree with their opinion. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you would go on. You have to pick 5 of them, so that's 1. So if you wanted to go to the next slide, you could do that. Or if you wanted to continue on this slide, you could make this slide longer. So if I wanted to make it 20 seconds, then this goes out about right here, except I don't want this to go out right now. I want this to stay the entire time. I don't want my little box to stay the entire time. Now my text goes from about 2 to 6 seconds, so I'm going to go to about 7 seconds now. You see it's disappeared, see that? And I'm going to do text box again. And I don't need it to go the entire 19 seconds, maybe 8 to 11 seconds. And I'm going to move this up here. And I'm going to type in my second issue. So this would be issue 2. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. And I'll click apply. Again, I can make that look good. Okay, so I take my little time bar here, and you can see, okay, maybe I want just a little bit more time here, so I'm going to just move this on just a tiny bit more. So it disappears and it reappears. So there's issue 2. You could put issue 3 here, 4, and 5. So you can either fit them on all on one, or you can go down here and you can put this guy in again, and you can go issue 2, and then issue 3, and then issue 4. Okay, it's totally up to you. Okay, Trying to think of any other things. There's little props that you can put on. So if you wanted to put these on, these would also come out within your presentation. You don't have to put those in. There's also shapes you can put in, but again, you need to have a background color for each one. So if you wanted this one to look like a piece of paper, it would do that. If you wanted this one, let me see, for another color, you could have it look like that. It's totally up to you. But backgrounds you have to have, transitions you must have. So my transition from here to here, let's say I want the roller. So you can see it'll be a squeegee, then a roller. But the main thing you're trying to do is you got to pick 5 items from online safety also. So an introductory slide, you have to list 5 items for online safety and a list of 5 items for digital citizenship. And kind of describe what they are. So you have to have a background, transitions between slides, animations or a character inputted, so the animated guy that's talking, and at least one picture imported that goes with your file. And then some background music. That's what I need to show you. Background music. So to do background music, it's pretty easy. You just go up to sound, and when you click on sound, there's a whole bunch of free ones here. So if you wanted to, I'm going to scroll down. And when I scroll down, let's say I want to test this one. Okay, so let's say I like that one. I just add it in. And you'll see when you add it in, I'm going to apply it. And it will apply it. You see it down here. It'll apply it to your entire slide now. Okay, so it's in there. So if I played from slide 1 now, and I played it, you see that it's playing in the background. Okay. And I think that's about it. I'll try to cover anything else that you might need within the class, but I think that's going to do it. Hope this helps. Thanks.